You put up a fight, Sergio, but the cream rises to the top once again.
Congratulations on your success in the invitational events. It might not help you in the championship standings, but it definitely helps to build your reputation.
So, welcome everyone, and I'm looking that wrong way for a start. Just round number 10, episode number 11 of our F1 2019 career mode here at the British Grand Prix, our home track for Silverstone. And, well, more development failures. We didn't get the engine power we wanted, but we got the chassis and we got the aero. That's all we really care about. So there's our contract. The weather is going to be brilliant this weekend. So let's take a look at the R&D tree and see what's what. So look at that. We unlock a lot of upgrades there. We get those two in there. So we got two majors. And well, the first thing we're going to do, purchase that. It's done. It's dusted. Get it done. So that'll unlock hopefully the ultimate... I'm hoping to get that in from Monza, we'll see. But then look at all this chassis we could get in for the German Grand Prix. That is going to be a place where we want to upgrade, and we want to upgrade very, very quickly. So yeah, we got that for Germany. And the development front, it looks like Mercedes have brought an upgrade this weekend. Looks like Williams have brought a big time upgrade. That's a shocker there. Everyone seems to be around us. We're fourth best. Thanks to the upgrades we brought this weekend. So let's look at the championship. And Valtteri Bottas leads the way from Lewis Hamilton, followed by Sebastian Vettel in third place. We're in fourth, followed by Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, the man Gasly, Sergio Perez hold his own in eighth. Fair play. Nico Hulkenberg and Devon Butler are at your top 10. And in the constructors, Mercedes are starting to romp away with it ahead of Ferrari. We're big gulf then to us in third, followed by Red Bull, Renault, Haas and McLaren. And still yet to score in the constructors, Williams, Toro Rosso and Alfa Romeo. And that's because all 6 of their drivers have not scored yet. George Russell, Robert Kubica, Kimi Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, and I forgot the Toro Rosso drivers, Albon and Kvyat. That's it. Norris, he's off the mark thanks to his point in Austria. So, we're going to go get practiced around our home circuit. Then we're going to get qualified around this beauty. Hopefully, nothing goes wrong in practice. We haven't had anything go wrong for a while. So we'll see you guys for the British Grand Prix, shall we?
Okay, bear with us a few minutes. We're losing hydraulic pressure. There's a leak somewhere in the system. Sit tight for a bit.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll sit here. I'll read the newspaper. I'll go look at some Pornhub. I don't know. Let's go do something while they fix this shit.
We're right back where it all began. The very first World Championship Grand Prix was held here at Silverstone in 1950, with Giuseppe Farina taking the top step of an all-Alfa Romeo podium. He earned 9 championship points that day on his way to the inaugural title. His winning total at the season's end, just 30 points. My, how times have changed. So let's see who can reach the top step of the modern podium today. With good opportunities to overtake at the end of the Wellington and Hangar Straights, there's a lot of potential for close action around the 3.6 miles of the Silverstone circuit. With 18 corners and average lap speeds of around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the longest and quickest circuits on the calendar. Joining me for the Grand Prix once again is Anthony Davidson. Let me ask you about the new Racing Point driver. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Bottas, Poole, and Gasly, Butler, Verstappen, Ricciardo, and Roman Grosjean, Perez, Raikkonen, Lando Norris, and Hulkenberg. Russell, Weber, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Robert Kubica, Kvyat, and Alexander Albon picks up the last spot on the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Okay, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race. Don't take unnecessary risks.
Try not to take risks, he says, but P5 on this grid, and wow, is all I can say. Wow, we actually did that on the mediums as well. We only just got through Q2, so the medium pace might not be there, but it's going to be the one stop onto the soft tyre at the end of the race at our home Grand Prix. We're aiming for another podium. This run of podiums has got to end sooner or later. I don't want to say the word championship because we're not even close there. But let's just get this race out of the way and see where we go from here. Let's buggy, folks. So here we go then, folks, for the British Grand Prix. The 5 red lights are already out and underway. It's lights out and away we go. And a pretty decent start at the front of the field for the Mercedes. The Ferraris are side by side. We go through the first couple of corners. And wow, we're all over the place. We're going flanking down the inside into Village. And into the loop we go. Thank you very much. We're in P4 ahead of Bottas. Bottas, who is one of our main antagonists this year in this championship. He's still going to be there down the Wellington Straight. It's Charles Leclerc in third, Sebastian Vettel second, Lewis Hamilton out in the front as we go through Luffield and up towards Woodcut and then round to Copse Corner, which in this game, on this season, you can't quite take flat out, unfortunately. It's one of those things, but we still got Bottas all over our rear end as we fling it through Copse, running a little wide as well as we go down into Maggots and Beckett's for the first time. This, on the soft tyres, when we get them on later on, will be flat out, full-on commitment. But we've just got to try and keep up with Charles Leclerc as best as we can here. Because if we don't keep up with Leclerc, I don't think we'll get this podium at our home Grand Prix. And our rotten luck will continue. Whether we like it to continue or whether we don't like it to continue. But through into the Vale. And now ground to start lap number 2. Lewis Hamilton sets the fastest lap. We got Valtteri all over our rear end, which is not to be unexpected as we go through the Abbey chicane, the new Abbey chicane, and now into Village, into the loop. There's an airplane going overhead. What the hell? We're not even close to an airport. Nearest airport to Silverstone is going to be Luton, and that's a mile away. Down the Wellington Straight, you can already see that Charles Leclerc is starting to get away from us as we go further through the field. That is Sergio Perez, who didn't have the best qualifying himself, but he's going to go down the inside of Daniel Ricciardo into Brooklands, and that is going to be for P9 if he can get it. But it looks like Ricciardo's going to get it. But we've seen, certainly for Austria, the AI get incredible traction around the outside of corners and move Perez up into P9. As we see myself and Valtteri Bottas already scrapping. And we go very wide there. What the hell? But, that shouldn't be for a while here, I don't think. I think someone's made an error here, but through Luffield we go. In fact, yeah! What the hell? We've lost a huge chunk of the... I wondered why this clip was so small, and we've lost a huge chunk of the race. What the hell? We're already on lap 3 and we've lost a big chunk, and that was Perez passing Verstappen for P8. This is going to be Grosjean passing Ricciardo for P10. I haven't a clue what's going on here with Ricciardo. He's just going backwards and backwards quickly, and there goes that superior traction for Roman Grosjean, and that's him into P10. And it could be P11 now, because there goes Kimi Räikkönen around the outside of Woodcut, and he's going to get the move done into Copse Corner. That is incredible action from the Iceman. The Iceman does come off, and the Iceman does send him packing, as down the Hanger Straight will go Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. That is for the race lead, and that is Lewis Hamilton defending like he means it from in front of his home crowd. And speaking of defending in front of his home crowd, Bottas wants some of myself into... Oh, there's more! This! Between me and him, it's been contact. He's going to go around the outside of Stowe. Into the Vale he'll go. Will he get the job done? Yeah, unfortunately, yes he will. I've moved Valtteri Bottas into P4. I do apologise for missing out a whole chunk of between lap 2 and lap 3. I have no clue what was going on there as Max Verstappen gets past Sergio Perez. That should be done and dusted if he goes around the outside into the Stowe corner. Down the dip into Vale. He's still there, is Sergio. Keep your foot in it, my Mexican jumping bean. And he'll be retaining P8. Will Verstappen as Grosjean and Raikkonen assume for the final point on the straight, and Grosjean's going to drive around the outside of Raikkonen. That is job done into Vale. Thank you very much. So we're on lap number 4. Lord knows what was going on there, as we were very wide in the Abbey chicane. We got Bottas right in front of us. We need to do the job on Bottas, and we need to do the job pretty quickly. We're going to have the DRS as we come through the loop. And then through Aintree corner onto the Wellington straight, and we got the DRS, but unfortunately look at the gap Bottas has got already. For some reason our setup just doesn't work around this circuit, as Kimi Raikkonen gets past Roman Grosjean. That's for P10. That should be done and dusted. If it's not already, it will be by the end of Luffield, and it's not, but Raikkonen's going to have the traction. Thank you very much, says Kimi. Give me that position, I want my point. He wants a point, does the Iceman. Now let's see if we can get Bottas. I want to see if we can try him down into the Wellington down the Hanger Straight as we go through Maggots, Beckett's and Church. Sorry, Chapel, I do apologise. As looks like Vettel's down the inside, he's got the race lead! Whoa! That's not going to make a lot of people happy. That's going to knock a lot of people off. Now this happened earlier. Verstappen and Perez down into Cobb's corner. You nutter, Perez! But good boy. Great move. Fully much appreciated by myself. As we didn't get hold of Bottas, and there's no surprise there, unfortunately. As we go into Abbey on lap number 5. Again, ring 1 very wide. Get another warning for track limits. We have got to start obeying the track limits here, otherwise we are going to be in a hell of a lot of trouble as we go through the loop. And they just get such great traction out of turn number out of the Aintree corner down the Wellington straight. We just can't seem to get close to him. And speaking of good traction down the Wellington straight, it looks like Ricciardo has somehow got past Grosjean. He's now going to get past Kimi Raikkonen. If he stays there, he's going to have the outside traction for Luffield. But it looks like the Iceman does protect him and keep him in P10 for the moment, folks. I say for the moment because, as we know, anything can happen in these races, and generally, with me, it usually does. As we go through Maggots, Beckett's, look how close we get to Bottas through Maggots and Beckett's, then into Chapel corner. And the DRS is right there, but we just can't do anything with it down the Hanger Straight. But someone who will be able to do something with it down the Hanger Straight is going to be Max Verstappen. He's tried the outside, going the inside way. That's nuts. There's action going on behind as well, but it looks like Verstappen's going to get his man. No, he's not. Perez retains P8 for the time being. Now, who was that? That was Grosjean and Ricciardo fighting each other for P11. And Ricciardo wants that position, if you don't mind there, my friend. He's not going to get it, but,
Check your MFD for
you know, he tried.
option.
He tried, he failed. He is young, he is learning. Speaking of he is young, he is learning, looks like Vettel and Hamilton are going to resume hostilities down the Wellington Straight. Hamilton to the race lead! And thank you very much, says the 5-time champion of the world, as he takes his victory back from Sebastian Vettel. We're still chasing down Bottas. We're both gaining on Charles Leclerc here, which shouldn't come as much of a surprise, but it may do, it may not do. But we just need to keep it as close as we can to this man, because if we don't, then, well, who knows what could happen. But I'm thinking undercut here. I've already got in my mind undercut. If we can go for an undercut here, we might be able to sneak Bottas and perhaps Leclerc. But it all depends as Vettel goes down the inside of Lewis Hamilton for the race lead down the Hanger Straight into Stowe corner. So he'll keep it right there. Will the 5-time champion, and he'll retain the race lead. Thank goodness for that, because I could imagine that Vettel would have to have the armed guard to get out of Silverstone as we come in for our pit stop on lap number 6. So I told you I was thinking undercut. We're going to go for it. I know it's a lot earlier than it was planned, but we want to do this. We want to be standing on that podium that we've just gone underneath. It looks like one of the Renaults are going to be coming in at the same time as well. I think that's going to be for Ricardo. He's going to go onto this strategy as well. There go the soft tyres. We are off and we are out of there. There is the Renault coming in. So we're P19 now. Car 69, P19. Let's see if we can do anything about Bottas. Because if we can get Bottas, I'll guarantee you all right now, we're going to get a podium. That is my guarantee to you this second. We'll get that podium at our home Grand Prix. So through Village, through the loop, and in front of us, that is Grosjean. Is that Grosjean or is that Butler? That is Grosjean fighting off Weber for P10. Where the hell did Weber come from? But speaking of where did he come from, you absolute crazy idiot! Side by side through Cobb's corner, Hamilton and Vettel for the race lead. Vettel comes out on top into Maggotts and Beckett. That is utterly, utterly nuts, crazy, stupid, everything else. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Butler's going to go around the outside of... who's that? That's the man Gasly. For P5. The wind is howling like mad outside. And Butler's going to go in for the pit stop as well. As Lando Norris and Roman Grosjean start fighting each other. Well, that's Lando then. I do apologise. So here's Bottas pitting. In all this commotion, where is Bottas going to come out? Have his team sorts in what we're trying to do. There's Leclerc. I'll be honest, I don't think we'll beat Leclerc. I'll be lucky if we beat Leclerc, but we should get Bottas. Although, knowing our luck, the overcut will come into play. As one of the Haasies come out right behind. There's one of the Red Bulls. I think that he's lost a position. There's Toro Rosso, the Williams going in. So where's Bottas going to come out? Where are we more specifically? I think that was us coming through Abbey Chicane right now. Whoa! Right across his front nose. Have some of that one, Valtteri. Kiss our ass and we are out of here. See you later as Lewis Hamilton fights for the race lead on lap number 8. This is a pre-recorded big lock-up from Sebastian into Brooklands. And we'll put Hamilton back into the race lead. Speaking of upper position, here comes Lando Norris and George Russell. These two always seem to find a way of fighting each other, and that's Norris into P8. Thank you very much, says that man. Whew! It's all go here as we're trying to defend like mad from Bottas and... into Cobb's corner, while we've got to respect the track limit as well, because we've already got 2 warnings. One more and we get a slap on the wrist and a slap across the face as Norris and Russell's going to go down the inside of Stowe corner, down the hanger straight, but Norris is going to chop that nose off, and thank you very much, goodbye. He'll retain that position. In fact, he's going in the pits is George Russell. I think Weber was following close behind as well. So we're P13 at the moment. Leclerc's in front of us. Hamilton and Vettel still haven't pitted yet. I think they might be pitting right now. So this is going to bunch the field back up. It'll be interesting to see where Leclerc comes out, because if Leclerc comes out anywhere near him, we could have a three-way fight for the lead down the Wellington Straight. We overtake a lot of cars there. Even our phone agrees that we overtook a lot of people there. We're in P8 now, so there's still a couple of cars that haven't pitted yet. I think one of them might be Antonio Giovinazzi, who's in front of Charles Leclerc there. Or is that Vettel? That might be Vettel, you know. Because I think, yeah, if you look at the mini-map there, just going through Woodcote now, we got Hamilton's there. So I think we've got a race on here now as Ricciardo and Raikkonen resume hostilities for P13. And that's Raikkonen around the outside of Brooklands. Will Daniel Ricciardo get the traction? No, he won't. Well, I think there was a bit of contact. Rear wing might be damaged on Ricciardo's car there. We'll have to see if that is the case as we go through Maggots and Beckett's and now through Chapel Corner. So Leclerc is in front of us. Is that Sebastian Vettel in front of Charles Leclerc? Because if it is, well, we came out pretty darn close. We also came out pretty darn close to Valtteri Bottas as well, but we seem to be dropping the fin at a rate of knots. Speaking of fins being dropped, it doesn't look like Ricciardo got any damage at all. He's down the inside, down the hanger straight, and one of the Haas's is also challenging Hulkenberg in the background, and that's Ricciardo up into P13 as Russell and Kubica have found each other again. And that's going to be Russell passing Kubica for P19. That could be a battle that goes on. Oh no! Oh, he came back right at him. That was a bit cheeky. Lap 10 now. Speaking of a bit cheeky,
There's 3 laps of
we
fuel
need
remaining.
to... There, yes. Look at the minimap. We're P6 now. There's a car out of place here because we got one of the Saubers in front of Hamilton. I believe that's Giovinazzi. So who's the other car that's not come in yet? Haven't got a clue yet as we see Russell and... well, I think there might have been a bit of contact there between Russell and Kubica. It's Kubica on the inside, Russell on the outside, and Russell will hold on to P19 as Vettel even gives chase to Lewis Hamilton again. He's going to try and break the hearts of millions of thousands of British people. Down the hanger straight into Stowe Corner. Hamilton's got the hard tyres on. Oh, that's asking for trouble right there as Ricciardo and Raikkonen resume hostilities for P11. And Raikkonen's got Ricciardo. And look at that! Norris has done Ricciardo for P12 almost. Where the hell did Norris come from? Someone asked. Never. As Albon is being passed by... well, I thought that was Giovinazzi. No, so that's Russell and Kvyat for P18. I do apologise. I'm getting my note. I've got new glasses on. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it as we go through the loop. We're now in P4, so whoever it was in the pits, I assume it was Giovinazzi and probably Alex Albon wanted his own little bit of attention as Bottas starts getting very close to us. Yeah, Valtteri, if you want to stay behind us, that would be fantastic, mate. Good job. Good hustle, good talk. Dear me. Weber and Grosjean continuing hostilities for P14. That's Weber up his inside. Oh, a bit more contact. There's been a lot of contact into Brooklands today. But out of the front, look at this. This is Hamilton following Vettel closely behind. Get ready for the British roar to go up as Hamilton will have DRS. He's going to get this job done down the hanger straight, is he? Where's he going to go? Outside. He's going to go inside a Stowe Corner. Hamilton, that don't work. You're going to have to make that work. Side by side, it doesn't quite pay off. Unfortunately. Now look at this. Synchronised Renault overtaking, folks. As Ricciardo wanted to pass that Raikkonen. Oh, you nuts. Side by side into Maggots and Beckett's. You are both crazy. And Hulkenberg was trying to overtake Weber, I do believe. And they're all crazy. They're absolutely crazy. They're crazy, they're nuts, they're stupid, and they're everything else in between. And now the Renaults are fighting each other. They couldn't get enough for synchronised side-by-side into Cop's Corner. Let's go fight each other. What on earth are they playing at? Giovinazzi now trying to be overtaken by Alex Albon for P16. Phew, dear me. And Albon gets his man, thankfully, as we go back onto lap 12. Hamilton's going to have another go into Brooklands on Sebastian Vettel. Oh, maybe in contact between the two, but Hamilton's got the outside. This outside around Luffield's got plenty of traction, and he takes the lead out of Luffield, but Sebastian's going to stick with him right there. They're going to be side by side in a Cop's. Bit more contact! They are hammering each other here. Giving themselves blow after blow as, who is that? Is that Gasly? We haven't seen much of Gasly or Devon Butler. These two are fighting for P6. Where the hell has Butler come from out of all this? He should hang it right there, but he's not going to, I think. Oh, he's going to. They're going to be side by side into Cops, I think. Everyone's doing this side by side into Cops. It looks fun. I want to do it. Oh, there you go. The man Gasly passing Devon Butler. That's what I think of the man Gasly as Giovinazzi and Danny Kvyat fight for P18. Somehow Giovinazzi has lost out to one of the Williamses. I think that was George Russell. As Kvyat gets past, and you may as well stick Robert Kubica past Giovinazzi as well. That's Giovinazzi down to the last place. He must have an issue. Maybe he's lost a bit of rear wing. But look at our soft tyres. Our soft tyres are taking a pounding. Speaking of taking a pounding, boo! Devon Butler, boo! He's passing the man. Hey, the man Gasly. Hey. Oh, everyone hates. You know that show, Everyone Hates Raymond? Well, it's Everyone Hates Butler. I hate you, Butler. I hate you, Butler. That's why he was called Devon Butler. We're taken away from Alex Albon and George Russell fighting for P16 by doing our best Blakey impersonation from On the Buses. But we're on the last lap here. Lap number 13. Through the loop we go. I don't think the podium is going to happen for us, folks. It's going to be heartbreak at the British Grand Prix for us here. And there's the race leader, Sebastian Vettel from Lewis Hamilton. And what's going on? Vettel's retiring! What? No! Oh my god, last lap drama at the British Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel retires and we're now on the podium. Ah, thanks, Sebastian. It's Devon Butler. Boo! He's going to get round the outside of the man Gasly. He's going to do it as well. Gasly should just stick it there. There's Vettel. You shouldn't be passing there, Devon. That's a yellow flag. Give that position back, you cheating prick. As hey, I'm getting involved in this now. Russell and Albon pass for P16. That's George doing the move in before Luffield comes into view. Thank you very much, says that man. But out in front, the British crowd are on their feet. Lewis Hamilton is going to win the British Grand Prix from Charles Leclerc. Thank you very much, says that man. He got an absolute gift. And speaking of an absolute gift, who's going to come through for P3 at his home Grand Prix? Lining up another podium, baby.
Great drive, great drive. We're really happy with that performance.
I make these races so entertaining at times.
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team. And they certainly deserve it.
It is congratulations to the top three. Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc and myself, of course, in that pink romper suit. But this happened while all that was going on. We've got, that looks like the continuation, Gasly and Butler for P6. And it looks like finally Gasly's going to get his man. But no, Butler will hold on for P6. And Alex Albon and George Russell continue their hostilities for P15. And Albon will take that.
Standings have changed. Lewis Hamilton takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Well, you can't fault anything that Sergio Perez did out on the track today. He drove flawlessly, making him an easy pick.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Another team that will be satisfied with this Grand Prix is Alfa Romeo, whose good result moves them further up the championship. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
Oof, how are you not entertained by our opening career season in F1 2019? It is just pure entertainment all the way. What last lap drama we got. Lewis Hamilton somehow wins the race from Charles Leclerc in P2. We bring home P3, and you know we're happy with that one. Just defending off Valtteri Bottas in P4. That should give us actually the third place in the championship as well. Devon Butler for P5, Pierre Gasly P6, Sergio Perez P7 from 11th on the grid. What a man. Max Verstappen, Kimi Raikkonen with 2 points for Alfa Romeo. They're off the mark. And Daniel Ricciardo, the last points paying position. And one retirement. Can you believe it? On the last lap, Sebastian Vettel. Whew. Claire, you better have some good questions, darling.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. Seems like your rivalry with Devon is getting rather fierce. Was that inevitable?
I didn't see Devon Butler at all during that race. So I don't know why you asked that, but a fierce fight is the best kind. However, we'll give him a sportsman answer.
That was a good race for Lucas.
Of course I am.
See him doing well.
You're not going to ask me any questions about me, you bint. But, you know, almost pleased as how I'm racing.
You must be thrilled to be
Thank you! Except it's not really a question, is it? What should we go for? The aero package. Let's get some aero downgrade.
You're beating all expectations.
Yes, you did underestimate me, but you also underestimated the chassis that this car has. But we'll praise the durability instead.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Glad to hear that. Ugh. I mean, you get a podium at your home Grand Prix, you want to be asked questions about yourself. You don't have to ask questions about your F2 rivals, who are both pricks. They need to go away, and go away very quickly. Pay me some money so I can get some good stuff for Germany, please. 1,344 to play with. 600 resource points for scoring 18 points. How did we do that? Everyone's rep goes up, apart from Mercedes, which goes down. Interesting to note.
Just wanted to say congrats, William. It's thoroughly deserved.
Oh, look who it is. It's Jeff.
Those last few laps on the pit wall, but you brought it.
He looks like a Jeff as well. Right then. What shall we do now? I don't know. What shall we do? Carl passing on his congratulations. Thank you, Carl. Makes me regret now not taking that thingy upgrade, because we could have got more. You will see that between practice and qualifying we got that chassis upgrade. So let's go with this one right here. Thank you very much, sir. Can we get another one? I don't think we can actually, can we? Because we put, yeah, we didn't get that, did we? We undersold ourselves. Nice one, Ian. Well done. Pat yourself on the back for that one. So we can't get any aero. We may as well go durability. Now, what can we make more durable? The energy store. That works. That works quite well, if I do say so myself. There is everything. So we got coming for Germany. More power, which will help down that straight to the hairpin. 2 chassis upgrades and a durability upgrade. So with the durability we'll get no problem. But will we get the rest? That's to be remained, I think. I think we've got to take the new energy store as well. Break the seal on that. And the control electronics. They may last. I don't know. Be close. But guys, 10 likes for that amazing podium we got on our home Grand Prix. It may be third, but third is better than nothing. Let's put it all like that. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You can subscribe for more daily F1 2019, NASCAR Heat 3, Snooker 19, WRC 7, as well as other live streams when they become available. And until we meet in Germany, it's ta-ta for now, boys.